previously on the source. A Cold War listening post awakened after decades of silence and detected a signal answering itself.
Earlier that same year, physicists at the CUNY Advanced Science Research Center achieved something that had, until then, existed only in theory.
A plasma inversion in 2025 turned the atmosphere into a temporary time mirror, forcing electromagnetic waves to retrace their path. And at the center of it all was Elizabeth Marlowe, whose simple act of recording triggered a recursion that shouldn't exist. Fragments emerged from timelines no one remembered. And now, the recursion reaches its final echo. In the early hours of May 24th, StratNet confirmed a new signal in low Earth orbit, coming from a satellite that had been dead for nearly 30 years. Zarya 7 was launched by the Soviet Union in 1984. Its batteries failed, its transmitters failed, and yet it was broadcasting again. And what it carried wasn't telemetry or data or even a distress call. It was a voice. It made no sense. The whisper array wasn't designed to talk to satellites. And Zarya 7 wasn't receiving a signal from Earth.
The satellite was replaying something it had no record of, a transmission we knew hadn't happened yet. Fragments of Elizabeth Marlowe's voice, like she was speaking from inside the interference. Think of it like a reflection. Zarya 7 caught the echo the relay released when it collapsed, a signal folding backward through time. And satellites are mirrors by accident. Their antennas are perfect for catching phase-reversed noise.
It was receiving one from the recursion. For the first time since the array awakened, the recursion had left the ground. It had found a new host. But what it played next was something none of us were prepared to hear. When StratNet investigators reached the relay site at sunrise, there was no debris and no wreckage. No sign the tower had ever been there at all. Where the relay once stood, the sand had fused into glass. Not from heat, from alignment. That meant something else.
It didn't explode. Explosions scatter material outward. This was the opposite. Every component, copper, ceramic, steel, was pulled inward through its own timeline and resolved to a state before it existed. Whatever triggered the recursion, it's not behaving like a signal trying to communicate. It's behaving like a system trying to preserve data. And anything that doesn't fit gets resolved.
What Mercer described is the physics. A phase reversal, a return signal, an impossible collapse. But physics doesn't explain the behavior. When the relay collapsed inward, it didn't fail, it resolved. In engineered systems, resolution has a specific meaning. The system identifies a mismatch and eliminates it, like reconciling two versions of the same file or collapsing branching timelines back into one definitive record. And here's the part that keeps me awake at night. Resolution only occurs in systems that expect conflicts, systems built to maintain a single, authoritative truth.
Relay 9A wasn't destroyed by electromagnetic stress or by time running backward. It was removed because the recursion no longer needed it. And as analysts traced the last signature from Relay 9A, they discovered the recursion wasn't contained to Earth anymore. It was moving outward, and the farther it drifted, the weaker and lower the signal became. And on this world, in this place, someone built an archive so our history wouldn't disappear. Archives don't store answers, they store decisions. This one made one. Out of millions of preserved lives, one file asserted priority. Not because it was complete, not because it was famous, but because it persisted. Most records end when a life ends. This one didn't. The relay didn't discover the signal, it returned it. What we called contact was confirmation. The archive was never listening for us. It was already complete, built far from Earth, far from time, designed to preserve what mattered before it disappeared. Archives don't predict the future. They decide what survives it. Most of us can be stored, patterns, histories, civilizations, but some moments resist compression. Eli wasn't a message. She wasn't a warning. She was an error the system couldn't resolve, and that's why the signal returns. Somewhere beyond our sky, something is deciding. Which versions of us are worth keeping? If you have any questions, leave a comment. Please help us reach others by subscribing, liking, or sharing.